Welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten 7770, back with my Escape from Mars survival scenario series. Before I get things going, I really want this forklift just because it looks nice. It's not a functional forklift, it's just decorative, but I want to mount it on Watermelon somewhere as a trophy that I managed to get this thing out of the ground without it exploding. At least that's my hope. I've cleared the voxels from all of it. The subgrid is already been converted to ship. I just need to convert the rest of it to ship, and I'll have a trophy of something that no one else has managed to do. Here goes. Well, I think Klang just deleted my clone. And the forklift I wanted. Apparently, when I switched the main body of the forklift to ship, it switched the forks to station. And apparently the two wheels did not switch to ship, because I forgot that wheels are also a subgrid. This is bad. There is no way for me to grind that wheel suspension because the piece I need to grind is in the voxel. I'm going to force to grind the wheel. And that lag is the part falling through the planet. I'll have to clean those up in the entity list in a moment, if it causes any more lag. The remaining things are 2 batteries I found in the robot, the scaffolding, and the oxygen tank. I wanted you so bad, forklift. But Lord Klang said otherwise. It wasn't meant to be. Excuse me a moment, I need to get those. First I'm gonna let me get those bits out of the planet. Alright, I've cleaned up the bits. I made sure to only grab those bits. I noticed something when I was cleaning up those bits, because when it puts you into the spectator spectator cam when you enter the entity list, and I found a battery by accident. Now I don't know how much charge is on the battery. I was too far away to see it, but I could definitely tell that there was a battery under this. And if you think about it logically, this base was divided up into 4 separate sections. The first would be the building that was on the surface. The second would be the gauntlet of warheads. Whoops. Let me just grab that. The third part would be the main section with the large door, with the robot guarding it. With the final section being the final room where I got the technology for the turrets. Which means 4 batteries are in this base. Well, 6, 7 if you include the vehicles that were in here. But the large station batteries, there were 4 of them. I don't have my forklift to charge anymore, so I'll use the batteries left over from the security robot. And I'll have to remember to add a death to Klang on the board. Alright. I'm going to get rid of my cryo chamber, since there's an oxygen tank down there. My thoughts are, it's at 50%. I could do one of two things with it. I can drain it into this oxygen tank, which I'm currently welding up, or I could connect it to the front of Watermelon and work on pressurizing the space. You know, pressurizing the front so I don't have to keep running back and forth to the med bay because I'm running out of oxygen. I'm still undecided on it. I'll wait till I get it out of the ground and I'll see if it's even feasible to stick it in the cab somewhere. If all else fails, I'll just drain it into this current oxygen tank. Ever since I disabled the rotational tips for blocks, it's been a guessing game. Though it does open up more on the screen for you guys to see, other than something blocking it. I'm not quite comfortable enough to get rid of tooltips altogether, given memory issues and other things. I don't feel comfortable getting rid of my tooltips. I'm grabbing 4 weld pads this time, in case I damage something. I want to have some extra bits. There shouldn't be needing any drilling other than to fit the drill over the oxygen tank, now to think of it. Hold on. I almost disconnected the sprout before turning the battery to auto, which would have been very bad on my part, because given that sprout is front heavy, it would have toppled over and possibly exploded the hydrogen tank. Also, something's very broken on my connection. There's magnetic strength on both the connection on Sprout and the connection on Watermelon that I use, but there's no actual grabbing. I could probably fix it by grinding down the connector and putting a new one, but whoa! Maybe I traveled down here a bit too fast. It's not something that's gonna break the game. As you can tell, I've gotten quite comfortable coming down here to the point where I just jolt forward. That was the first time I've actually hit the wall, though. Now, as long as I get this out of here without, I don't know, busting it, I'm fine. But since this thing is a much smaller profile, it's easy street compared to the hydrogen tank I lit on fire. Oy. Alright. No obstacles getting it up. Oh, there might be an obstacle getting it on the ground. There's currently a sandstorm starting up, and it's dark. Also, this tank is so heavy, it's dragging me to the ground. Sprout is actually struggling with this tank. I need to reposition it closer to... I mean, right now it's repositioned as close as it can to the gyros. It's just heavy. And I thought a battery would give me more trouble. The oxygen tank is acting as a lever. It's further down than the batteries go. So it's creating a bit of a balance issue on Sprout. I would grab it with Turkey, but since I am planning on putting it by the cab of Watermelon, Turkey would never fit. Right here off the back of this cargo container, because there's batteries in front, I can't do anything with that. I just need a clear space for it. Do I want to leave that one? I could potentially leave that one there. No, I think I should get rid of it. Because that would only give me 2 blocks of space, and I need at least 3 to maneuver comfortably with Sprout. There's also a concern that the drill is going to get in the way. This is an oxygen tank. It's fully welded, but they're a fairly delicate block. Tipping it over, honestly, has exploded more in other series. I just tip it over an oxygen tank and it hits the ground, they explode. So I need to grab this thing at a very bad angle to straighten it out to an angle that Sprout can carry comfortably. Now Sprout can almost go completely nose down. Come on, grab it. Yes! I had to auto-lock it since the landing gear wouldn't grab it normally. Ooh, it's fighting me. The tank is fighting me right now hard. Not as bad as it was before, but it's still a bit too awkward for Sprout to carry. Ooh, I just noticed a small issue. The turret block looks like it's out of the way. I should have turned the turret off before doing this. If it spins the wrong way, it could throw me off balance like it just did. Okay, I'm free. The Gatling turret freed me. If I just get it where it's stable, I could quickly put the weld pad on the bottom of it. But it's fighting me. I look good there, okay. It might start to sink when I add the weld pad, so I have to do this fast. It looks like it's the rear thrusters are struggling, and it's definitely lower than what it was. All right, I need to reposition this. I'm relying on my forward thrust too much and not enough on my downward thrust. You can see it's slipping slowly. Controllably, but slowly. I just need to build a cradle for it to land in. I gotta get this block in before. No, it's come down too far. It's still slipping. I need to get... You know, I was gonna make this 3 blocks long, but I need to make it only 2 blocks. I need to funnel it into a position where it straightens out. Sprout is losing altitude. Now I'm running out of time. Alright, let's turn auto lock off so I can grab it correctly this time. I need to be far enough back to clear the drill, but not too far to where I'm off balance. I don't think that's enough room. No, it's not. Sorry, drill. I have to remove you for the time being. Uh-oh. Right. By taking off the drill, I've broken Sprout's center of gravity. Whoops. I shouldn't have to struggle with it too long. Construction convoy, it's just iron, no big deal. I'm so close. Oh, I'm too far to the left. And up. Got it. Before Sprout, you can have your drill back. No, I don't want that color. Ugh. Why did I pick... That's the color of the tank. Which, I actually don't mind that color. It's just... That color with green? My green? My Sprout's green? No. Ugh. Do not like that color combo. Alright. I didn't want to show me digging out the battery since you guys have seen it, how I dig it out. So, skip to that part. Fully charged as this is, I have a different plan for this battery. 1 battery left to go, and that's the one that's on this. Simple matter. It's mostly dug out, to be honest. I just have to get over to it. And I know exactly where it's at. This way I'll have 4 batteries, each with 2 different colors. That's a dead battery. I don't have a use for a dead battery. That's gonna get ground down. There's no point digging that out further. Just gonna scrap it. Now I could recharge it, but I get 80 computers if I scrap it. So I'll keep the 2 white batteries. I'll be saving this blue battery for a... I have a plan to get some convoys, and that battery's part of the plan. Oof, that wind is loud. Well, no need to keep this. I'll empty the waste out of it. There's no power. Wait. You mean this thing produces ice when it doesn't even have power connected to it? That's a bit broken. And that is actually very broken. Now I know why Splitsy doesn't like to use this mod. You could get ice with no power connected. I did not know that. Trying to think of what I want to do to make this airtight. Don't really have a plan as of right now. I'll skip it for the time being. I will, however, armor around this oxygen tank a bit more. It's got armor from the bottom and the sides, the front. There's nothing covering the top or the back. And given that I have a turret up here, this area is likely to get shot if a drone gets in range of it. Now, I could potentially turn these to a corner slope block, but I'm not going to. I don't want to turn my elevator into a subgrid that already has 2 subgrids in it. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not going to split the grid right there. If the AI wants to split the grid, then I'll make an improvement there. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it be. For the longest time, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with the sides. I've been sitting here fiddling this for a bit. I was going to do the half block, the full block 45-degree slope, but it didn't flow with Watermelon's shape. It didn't work. So instead of doing a more rounded corner, I'm just going to do a straight up, actually those rounded corners might have been a better choice. Oh well. I'll use the half block slope. I'll use the, this slope, the 2x1-1. It's a much smoother feel. I wanted to wait till the storm ended to do some more of this construction since it was getting on my nerves. I also did the other side in this time. I'm building both sides, but I'm only showing you one side to make it go faster. Otherwise, the video would take twice as long. Now, my only problem is I may not be able to find a corner block that fits right here. This one might be okay. I can't tell. Let me weld this one up real quick. No, that's not gonna work. Next on the list. No. This one might work. If I get it lined up right. No. I think I got it. That works? I love these corner blocks. I let a power cell shipment by. Oh, I could have used those. I'm out of nickel. I mean, I do have some steel plates I could break down, but I realized that if I ever get hydrogen engines or hydrogen thrusters, I'm gonna need grids to build them. So that's why I stopped breaking down the grids and just started going after convoys. Though I chose, there's two sides of the story. This is broken up into combat bits and construction bits. I wanted to show one side before the other, so I'm doing the construction first, and then I'll show you what I was doing with the combat side of things in a later episode. This is for you that like to build and like to see things built. Now, as you can see here, I've laid down a line of conveyoring. I don't know if I'm going to keep that layout or if I'm going to change it. That's why there's only framework. I also don't know if I want to waste that many small steel tubes and motors. Though I am going to be using the space right here to drop in the two white batteries. Will I turn them to the same angle? No. Will that mess with my OCD? Only if I look at it. Once they're buried in blocks and I can't see them, out of sight, out of mind. Otherwise, I'd have to keep dropping a battery till it rolls to the side I want. I don't want to damage a battery. So I'm just gonna put up with them being at different angles. Alright. Had to go back for some more iron because I didn't have a block above. Oh, it looks like I actually only grabbed one plate. Oh well. I realized that sprout wasn't gonna fit into the hole that I made since it goes down past the oxygen, not the oxygen tank, the hydrogen tank. It's a rather narrow spot. In fact, Sprout's the only vehicle I have that can actually fit in it. Oh, there's an unknown signal. It's just too far away for me to go for it. Oh, I probably don't need the secret weapons research facility marker anymore. Well, no, I kind of do need it. It's my waypoint for coming back with Endeavor. Ooh. I appear to be having trouble with the battery in the merge block. Oh, right. It's going the lever effect. Only this time, instead of going down, it's also forward. If it was right under the landing gear, no issue. But since it's not even with the gyros, it's giving me trouble. Oh, I foul hooked this thing. I'm gonna need to redo this. I can't get in that spot because I put the thrusters right in the way. I need to go over to the right further. That should do. My biggest concern now would be not destroying the block I'm linked to. If my thrusters cook it, that would be bad. Slight glitch in the audio there. Not sure if that happened in your end, but it definitely happened in my headset. Oh, turkey. This is gonna be a close fit with turkey right there. I have removed turkey's drills since it was a close shave with them on. I'm gonna have to move turkey for the next one. Ooh, it's in. Okay, it's in. Oof. Where am I at? No, I'm hooked. I was hung up on the hydrogen tank. Not the best place to be. Alright, I'm going to land sprout. Probably shouldn't do it on the elevator. Landing gear and subgrids don't exactly mix. Nope, missed. I have no downward thrust, so going up is very quick and nothing to slow me down but gravity. Alright, turkey. Let's get you out of the way. Whoa. Hello. I don't know what's with them today, but they keep trying to lift watermelon. That's why their inertial dampeners go out of crazy at times. There. Let me rebuild this area, then I'll rip out the next section. It would probably be more reasonable for me to do this at night when the sun's not up, because I'm losing charge. Losing out on receiving charge during the day, but it's easier for you guys to see while I'm building during the day than it is at night. Oh. 1 second. I gotta grab the merge blocks for the next battery. Then, okay, bottom, sides, top. But there's a big opening in the rear of the armor. And then I've got this odd angle right here where it's flat there and then it's angled here. I guess I could just do a flat block, because it would be flat on the back side too. I need to defend the battery. I'm kind of conflicted too. I'm not going to be able to keep the line for the wheel well. That's right, it's a wheel well. I need to go above it. If this does interfere with the wheel, all I have to do is strengthen the suspension a bit. This also will protect the thruster a bit better too. The only problem is there's this giant gap where the wheel starts. I don't have any way to make it look nice because of how the armor is positioned on the side. I'll go back to that at a later date. Try to figure out some way to close that hole off. In the meantime, let's get this other battery in here. Same story, just opposite of last time. I'm glad these are large colored blocks that are loose, since I can just build something and it won't go into the grid. It won't allow me to build into voxel, because these things are not stations, they're ships. One final awkward grab, and I'll be done assembling Watermelon for the time being. It's just clearing off what's left of the parts and that last bit of structure right there. Then I'll be ready to leave. I'm probably going to leave the conveying as it is. The main issue was I couldn't go straight down the line since the elevator was in the way. Which I haven't used the elevator much since I got it. Mostly since I don't have a way to charge Endeavor when they're up on Watermelon. Though, if I move the assembler, there is a system I could set up to do that. Though if I'm moving the assembler, I should probably also move the med bay. I'm not quite at that point though. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a refinery. Even a basic one. Just to get rid of all the scrap metal I have. Well, it's almost lined up. Got it. And I'm still locked to it too. That's rare. I could park Sprout, but I think I'll park Sprout on the ground. Because I have a plan for that remaining large battery. Alright. Just fixing up this spot. Then I'll do a fly around Watermelon for the new additions. You can see on this side the wall is already there. And I'm out of plate again. Little by little, Watermelon's coming together. Oh! Let's see how many batteries Watermelon has now. If it has 8, I don't need any more. Yeah, 8. It has 8. That's a reasonable amount of batteries I shouldn't need any more. I may regret this choice, but I'm not going to add that last one in. Besides, I also have a battery that from both Emery outposts that are probably fully charged by now. Got plenty of steel plate. I got another solar panel off that building. Well, here's all the work on Watermelon today. Got a little bit of a side built. Some armor on the back. That'll be it for this time. Bye! See you next time.